Okay, so let's just take a look here. So we have our class definition. It has one data member or member variable, and it has three function members in it. So as you can see, we don't have direct access to this as a programmer using the Circle class, but we can access any of these functions. And again, that's the purpose behind the set functions or setter functions and the get functions. So for pretty much any data member in any class, the set function is going to look just about the same. So it's going to start with the word set, in this case radius, because that's our one data member that we're keeping track of for the circle, and we're going to pass in a parameter. In this case I just called it R. You can call it whatever you want, and down here you'll see that R gets assigned into the data member radius. So that's how we set it, through an assignment statement. So here you can see the use of this. I've declared a circle. Well, this would be a variable declaration. When we work with classes, we generally call this an object. Alright, so we've got one circle object called C1, and I'm calling the set radius function. I'm going to pass 5. 5 goes into R, and then the 5 will be stored in radius. Now we have our get function. Get functions also, they look very similar from one class to another, from one member to another. So I've got a get radius, and all that get functions do is return the data member. So in this case it returns radius. This is a value returning function. It's returning a double out because radius is a double. And so here we see that being called c1.getRadius. So we set the radius to 5. Here when we get it, it's going to get and return that 5, and it'll be displayed back out. So if I run this, let me just see here. Oh, I've got my other function down here is missing the class name : in front of it, so I have an error here. Okay, I haven't called that function yet. Alright, so the radius of C1 is 5, and I know it's a double, but I haven't set the precision, so that's why it's or set fixed. Therefore it's just coming out as a 5. Now we could call the excuse me, the get area function if we want, right? And this function is just going to calculate the area, right, pi r squared, and we're going to return that back out. So I can call that here. All right, again, it's a value returning function, so alright, so I'm going to run this. So here we have our radius, and here we have our area that's calculated. Now the benefit of classes is that you can create as many class objects as you want, or sometimes they're referred to as an instance of the class. So here I could create another circle object, C2, and then I could set the radius of C2, and I can call the get radius function and the get area function. Okay, and that does not look very good at all, and that's mostly just because I probably someplace here should include fixed and show point. I'm just getting scientific notation, so let me just use a different value for now. Oh, I'm sorry, no wonder why. Here we go, C2. Alright, there we go, that'll be better. I guess it wasn't a set precision problem at all. Okay, and you can see here I have to fix my display as well to show that I'm displaying C2. Okay, so that shows us a little bit more about the class, just one running out of time. Okay.